Welcome back to Fun on Wheels. I got a bit of bad news today. It is officially winter. Now, just because it's winter doesn't mean we don't have things to do. In fact, all the bikes you see behind me have to make their way up on the lift sometime. We also have a few other projects that we've kind of been working on this winter, like an Ironhead Sportster build that's in a million pieces behind you guys right now. And since we're kind of waiting for parts or time or money or you name it, I kind of had an idea to come down here and take a look at this lift. Now, you guys probably know where this lift came from. Not gonna say it, but you could probably take a pretty good guess. And one of the biggest pet peeves of this lift, even though it is nice and it is better than no lift, is the wheel chock. This thing is garbage. If any of you guys have tried to use this lift and you've ever used a real lift before, you know that this wheel chock is a joke. So we've been looking online and you actually can order the real deal wheel chock for this lift, and that's probably what's gonna end up happening. But I figured, since we're bored, I got nothing to do, and it'll be interesting to see if we can't try to improve this wheel chock here. I think we can make it better because I don't think there's anything we can do to make it worse, but we'll still probably end up buying a better one regardless. So we're gonna look around the garage now, see what we got, and go from there. Well, after scouring the entire garage and kind of what we have in reserves, everything we have is either way overkill or just not enough. I was really trying to use this angle iron, but that's just gonna be a waste of time. What we do have though is this aluminum plate, which if you measure it is kind of perfect to just cut in half and have one piece for each side. Remember, we're going for improve, which is not very difficult with this thing. And I'm bored. So we're gonna make some measurements, cut this out, you know, try to make her look somewhat professional, and slap some rubber on it, and I don't know, this is probably a huge waste of time. Let's find out. Ever get metal in your eyes before? I have. Not doing that again. All right, so you guys could probably tell what I'm going for here. We're just kind of aiming to make this a bigger wheel sandwich. I'm gonna notch this out a little bit because just in case you get a really small wheel in here, who knows? It ain't gonna be pretty. Nah. No, we're not really going for pretty here. We're going for better than this. It doesn't work. So I'm kind of thinking if we just throw a lot more surface area at it, it might improve it. And if we do that for free 50, hey, that's a win. If we have to go buy an $80 chock to put on here, that probably won't work either because it's from the same place. So, I don't know. Let's make this fancy. So I must say, this is already looking a little bit better than it did. I still don't know if it's going to really work the way we think it is, but one of the next things I would like to tackle on this wheel chock is the handle, because this thing sucks. You know, all the good name brand lifts have a nice big crank, all right? So we're going to try to do something like that. So we're going to have to offset this handle from here out to the edge so we have enough room for a crank. And I have no idea what's underneath this little knob, probably nothing. Best bet we have is that it's all thread all the way to the end, and I don't even know how that helps necessarily. I have no idea what we're going to do here. I was kind of thinking of just welding a piece of rod on the end. Who knows? Let's get that handle off and take a look. How about that? The knob's just threaded on, which means we have threads all the way out to the end, which means nothing really. I don't know, maybe I could thread another piece of all thread on here, or even a piece of pipe. I'm kind of wondering if I could thread a piece of pipe on there. That would be crazy, but likelihood of the thread pitch being different, very high. So, I don't know, let's experiment. All right, if you're a betting man, now's your opportunity to take bets. What do you think the chances are that the thread pitch of this all thread is the same as a 1/2 inch National Pipe Thread fitting? I'm going to say chances are, even though I'm holding it in my hand, I'll be completely unbiased. The chances are maybe 3%, but we're going to try it. You ready? Not even close. Yep, not surprised about that. So, I think I just concocted something here that might work. It's just some old black pipe. Slips over that real nice. Probably weld it right to that nut there. And how about it? That just might work. Okay, well, welcome to day 2 of this sad attempt to upgrade this lift wheel chock. I cut these nice little foam pieces out last night and go in here, you know, so we're not scratching nothing. And I attempted last night to hot glue gun these in here as if I was late for a 2nd grade science project. And that didn't work. So, I got the real deal super glue today, but the aluminum, the steel, it's very cold, so we're gonna heat it up first. All right, just remember, I don't claim to be a welder, so go easy on me. Just because I know some of you out there are dying to see it. They're horrible, you know, again, not a welder. That one's real ugly. That one, got a big dollop in it for some reason. This one's not half bad. Where'd it go? That one is not half bad. I've welded like 4 times in my life, so it'll work. I call that my metal glue gun. Yep, that's what it's doing.
It's just folding that aluminum like a piece of paper.
Ah, well, all right, hold it.
am I interrupting?
You want to say hello?
Yeah.
We have a special guest appearance.
Hi.
I was just getting ready to tell them how my improvements to the lift was just a complete waste of time.
Oh, what would you do to the lift?
So guys, if you can't tell from the straps, we didn't really get what we were looking for out of the wheel chock improvements. But it is better. Give you a little walk around here. This side looks great because this is the fixed plate, right? That's fixed in place. So this side's kind of doing its job much better. This side is atrocious. And it's because that plate kind of does all sorts of these, you know. This just didn't really work out exactly the way we had hoped. The handle, however, is prime. That's perfect. The handle, top notch. That's exactly what we were looking for. The rest of the apparati there, not so much. It still needs the straps, at least for the bigger bike. Maybe if we threw the Sportster on there, maybe, probably not. So listen guys, thanks for tuning into the video, hanging out with me in the garage. We got a lot of serious work coming up, some actual videos, some good content for you, I promise. You know, this bike in particular is getting a lot of work done. We have all kinds of gaskets on order for this bike because it leaks like a sieve. So we're gonna be replacing primary gaskets on it. We're gonna be doing rocker box gaskets, try to figure out what else is leaking on this thing. This is a new to me bike. We're gonna be going over the whole thing. It was my father's bike and I bought it off of him. She's an old gal, obviously, as you can tell, 100th anniversary Road King. It's a 2003. That 21-inch front wheel might be going on this. Not sure yet. It's either gonna be going on this or it's gonna be going on Jared's Heritage Softail, which we also plan to do a video about because that's a really cool bike. And if you guys seen in our previous video, we rushed really quickly to swap engines out of Jared's old Super Glide so he could go trade it in on that. And he got a really slamming deal. Thank you guys for hanging around. If you enjoy this kind of stuff, if you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That'll help us. Leave a like if you love it, and we'll see you next time.